Hello my dear students, let's start our today's class. Today we shall discussing about area of triangle and parallelograms. What is triangle? A triangle is one of the basic shapes of geometry. A polygon with 3 corners or vertices and 3 sides or edges which are line segments. In Euclidean geometry, any 3 non-collinear points join together with 3 line segments is called a triangle. Nature also teaches us. There are so many shapes of triangles. Flower, trees, birds, the lion. See, there are some examples of shapes of triangle. What is parallelogram? In Euclidean geometry, a parallelogram is a convex quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides. The opposite or facing sides of a parallelogram are of equal length and the opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measures. See, here is the picture of parallelogram. Here are some parallelograms that occur in real life. Okay, see, stairs. There are so many examples. Understanding area of figures. Area is a count of how many unit squares fit inside a figure. To fully understand this classic definition of area, we need to picture the unit square. A unit square is a square that is 1 unit long by 1 unit width. It can be written 1 feet by 1 feet or 1 meter by 1 meter like this. See here, this is the example of area. Long is 1 meter and the width is 1 meter. Next, area of triangle. Area of triangle is always calculated by half its base multiplied to its corresponding height. Here in this triangle, see, B is the base and H is denoted by height, vertical height. Okay, so the area of the triangle is by definition half into base into height. Area of triangle, this is a triangle whose areas is, we find the area of the triangle. Base is 14, it is given, and the vertical height is 20 inches. So area of the triangle is half into base into height according to the formula. Now we can put the values of base. Base is 14 and height is 20. After calculating, the answer becomes 140 inches. The area of the triangle is 140 inches. Next, when the 3 sides are given, when the 3 sides of the triangle are given, we can use the Heron's formula to find the area of the triangle. Here, this is a triangle. This side is denoted by A, then B, this is C. First we can calculate the semi-perimeter. The semi-perimeter of this triangle we can denote it by semi-perimeter by S, small s. S is equal to A plus B plus C, 3 sides divided by 2. Then the area of the triangle is equal to root over of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. S means semi-perimeter. Next, another question. Find the area of triangle shown. This is a triangle. One side is A is 5 centimeter, B is 7 centimeter and C is 8 centimeter. So, by semi-perimeter, S is equal to 5 plus 7 plus 8 divided by 2 is equal to, answer becomes equal to 10. Then the area of the triangle, root over of S into S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. So 10 into 10 minus 5 into 10 minus 7, 10 minus 8. After calculating it, the answer becomes 17.3 centimeter square. Since it is the area, we can put the unit centimeter square. Remember it, centimeter square. See, here is the triangle. What is the area of this triangle? Here width is, this is the width and this is the length. We just copy this triangle and this is the height. If we copy this triangle and paste it here, the figure becomes like this. These two triangles are same. If we flip over this triangle and join this, the triangle just join here. This figure is looks like a what? Parallelogram. Okay, this is the base, this was base and length and this is height. The area of the triangle is half the area of this parallelogram. Understand? Area of triangle is what? Half into base into height. This is the area of the parallelogram. So, area of the triangle is half the area of parallelogram. See, some example is given. Here, this is a triangle. Area of this triangle, here base is given 10 and height is 8 centimeter. According to the question, by the formula we write is half into base into height. That means half into 10 into 8. The answer becomes 40 square centimeter. So, area of the triangle is 40 square centimeter. Another example is given. Area of this triangle, base is 6 and height is 7. It is given. So, by the formula, half into base into height. Here base is 6 and height is 7. So, the answer is 21 square centimeter. Okay. After that, area of a parallelogram. To find the area of the parallelogram, all we have to do is multiply its base by its height. That means area is base into height. So, area of the triangle is half into base into height and the area of the parallelogram is only base into height. Remember it. Base into height. Here base is, in this parallelogram base is 8 and height is 7. That means A is equal to area of the parallelogram is base into height 82.7, that means 56 centimeter square. This is the parallelogram, width is and the length and the height is this. We just cut it here. We cut it here and then paste. Cut it here, then paste it here. Then the figure becomes like a rectangle. This is like a rectangle obtained from parallelogram. See, this is the picture of parallelogram. If we cut it and paste it here, it looks like a rectangle. So, area of rectangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Understand? Area of rectangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Always remember it. Okay, area of rectangle is equal to base into height, perpendicular height. Okay, base into perpendicular height. Now we can solve the question. Find the area of parallelogram whose base is 30 centimeter and height is 20 centimeter. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. Given BC is 30 and AE is height is 20 centimeter. To find out the area of ABCD. How can we find the area of ABCD? That means area of the parallelogram. We know the formula. Area of the parallelogram is equal to base into height. That means area of the parallelogram ABCD is base into height. Base is 30, height is 20. So answer becomes area of the parallelogram is 600 square centimeter. Okay. If the next one is, if the area of parallelogram is 250 square centimeter and its height is 25 centimeter, what is the length of its base? See, here area of the perimeter is given, area of the parallelogram is given and height is given, but we have to find out the length. By according to the question, you can write the which is given. Okay, given DH is given, height 25 and area is given, DEFG is given to 250 square centimeter. We have to find EF. Okay, length. So area of the parallelogram we know, base into height. So area is given, we put here 250 centimeter square is equal to length into height. Length is, we don't know length, so we put L and height is 25. Write the 20 height. The value of height is 25. So L is equal to 25 divided by 250 divided by 25. Okay, if we divide area of the parallelogram by its height, we find the base or length. Therefore, the length of its base is 10 centimeters. Clear? Very easy. Now, you can solve these three questions by yourself. Okay. The first one is the area of parallelogram ABCD is 300 square centimeter. The length of its base is 15 centimeter. What will be the height of parallelogram? Next, if the length of base of parallelogram is 15 centimeter and its height is 30 centimeter, find The area of parallelogram. Number 3. The area of parallelogram ABCD is 450 square centimeter. The length of its height is 9 centimeter. What will be the base of the parallelogram? You can solve this question. Now, understanding congruence. What is congruence? What do you mean by congruence? In our previous chapters, we know about congruence. If two figures have the same shape and the same size, then they are said to be congruent figure. Okay? Congruent figures are exact duplicates of each other. One could be fitted over the other so that their corresponding parts coincide. The concept of congruent figure applies to figures of any type. Nature teaches us, see here, there are so many congruency. As always, nature is the best teacher. Nature teaches us congruence by means of reflections. See, both are same. And through so many things. Mostly everything in this world is literally symmetrical, especially we the humans. Twins baby are same. Okay, there are so many examples of congruence. Congruence in mathematics. In these two figures, if two figures have the same shape and the same size, then they are said to be congruent figures. For example, rectangle ABCD and rectangle PQRS are congruent rectangles as they have the same shape and the same size. Side AB and side PQ are in the same relative position, in the same of the figure. We say that the side AB and PQ are corresponding side. Also BC is correspond to QR and AD is correspond to PS. DC is correspond to SR. Congruence in triangles. Congruent triangles have the same size and the same shape. The corresponding sides and corresponding angles of congruent triangle are equal. Here ABC and DEF are two triangles. There are 5 types of congruence rules. We know that. You also know that. They are SSS, side side side, SAS, side angle side, AAS, angle angle side, SAS, side angle angle, ASA, and RHS congruence rules. ABC, here ABC and DF have the same size and shape. In fact, if you could pick up one triangle ABC, you could fit it exactly over triangle DEF. That the vertices and the side coincide. Of course, you could have to put C on top of F, D on B, D on A, and E on B. Clear? We convey all this information by saying that ABC is congruent to DEF. Here angle A is correspond to angle D, angle B is correspond to angle E, and angle C is correspond to angle F. Some theorems related to congruence. Figure A and B are congruent and hence they have equal areas. Figures C and D have equal areas, but they are not congruent. If two figures are congruent, they have equal areas. These figures are congruent, so they have equal areas. Two figures, but its converse is not true. Two figures having equal areas need not be congruent. Okay. Now, theorem 1. Given two parallelogram ABCD and EFCD on the same base DC between the same parallel AF and DC, we have to prove that ABCD and EFCD have the equal areas. Okay, area of the parallelogram ABCD and the area of the parallelogram EFCD is equal. We have to prove that. So proof: in ADE, triangle ADE and triangle BFC, from this triangle, angle DAE is equal to angle CBF, corresponding angles. Angle AED is equal to angle BFC. This is also corresponding angles. Angle ADE is equal to angle BCF. Angle B is equal to D is equal to. Also, AD is equal to BC. This AD is equal to BC. Opposite side of the parallelogram ABCD. Triangle AD is congruent to triangle BCF by angle side angle rules. Therefore, ADE, area of triangle ADE, is equal to area of triangle BCF. Clear? Now, area of ABCD is equal to area of ADE and area of EDCB. Okay. Therefore, area of ABCD is equal to area of BCF. Area of BCF is equal to area of EDCD. By this, we can prove that area of ABCD is equal to area of EFCD. Hence, they are equal in area. Conclusion of this theorem 1. Number 1. Parallelograms on the same base or equal bases and lie between the same parallels are equal in area. Number 2. Parallelograms on the same base or equal bases that have equal areas lie between the same parallels. Number 3. Parallelograms which lie between same parallels have equal area lie on the same base. Now, theorem number 2. Given ABCD is a parallelogram, AC is diagonal. Two triangles ADC and ABC on the same base AC and between the same parallels BC and AD. Two parallels AD and BC. We have to prove that area of triangle ABC and the area of triangle CDA is equal. Okay. In triangle ABC and triangle CDA, if we compare these two triangles, we have AB is equal to CD, opposite side of a parallelogram. Then BC is equal to DA, okay, or AD, opposite side of a parallelogram. AC is equal to AC, it is common. Therefore, area of triangle ABC and triangle CDA is congruent by SSS congruency. Three sides are equal. Therefore, area of triangle ABC is equal to the area of triangle CDA. If two triangles are congruent, then their areas are equal. Conclusion of theorem 2. Number 1. Triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. Triangles on the same base and having equal areas lie between the same parallels. Triangles between the same parallels and have equal area lie on the same base. Okay. Then theorem number 3. If a triangle and a parallelogram lie on the same base and between the same parallels, then the area of the triangle is equal to the half the area of the parallelogram. Given triangle ABP and parallelogram ABCD on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and PC, same parallel. We have to prove that area of PAB or APB is half the area of ABCD. How can you prove it? Draw BQ. Draw BQ parallel to AP. At B, we can draw a parallel. AP is parallel to BQ. To get another parallelogram ABQP. Okay, another parallelogram ABQP. Now parallelograms ABQP and ABCD lie on the parallelogram. First one is ABCD, and now we draw ABQP lie on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and PC. Okay, therefore area of ABQP is equal to area of ABCD by the previous theorem, theorem number 1. But triangle PAB is congruent to triangle BQP, this triangle. Since diagonal PB divided parallelogram ABQP into two congruent triangles. So area of PAB is equal to the area of BQP. Therefore, area of PAB is half the area of ABQP. This gives area of PAB, this triangle, is half the area of ABCD from equation 1 and 3. Okay. At home, you can practice some questions. What is the area of triangle with base 10 centimeter and height 25 centimeter? There are 4 choices. You can answer this. Okay, number 1 question. Then number 2, what is the area of parallelogram with base 30 feet and height 25 feet? Next, find the perimeter of a regular pentagon with side length of 14 millimeter. Number 4, find the area of a triangle with base of 4 and height of 6 inch. Okay, base is 4 inch and height is 6 inch. Then number 5, the area of a parallelogram with base of 40 centimeter and height of 0.5 centimeter is, to find the answer. Okay, you can solve this question. Thank you. That's all of today's class.